So, one of the things that I like the most about Unity is that we get to learn about different spiritual ideas and try on different ways of thinking. One of the ideas that resonated with me all week long is the work of Esther Hicks. So, today's talk is about her concept called the vortex. I know some of you may be very familiar with the vortex and others not at all. The Vortex is not only the name of one of her books, but it's the larger concept. It's the symbol, really, for all of her work. The Vortex is a place where all of your visions, dreams, and hopes are stored. And when you are in the Vortex, you are in perfect alignment with the source energy of all of these dreams and visions and hopes. And the way you get into the vortex, which I'll go into more in detail during this talk, the way you get there is simply by asking the universe what you want with clarity, with every thought, and with every feeling. Esther Hicks's teachings are channeled through Abraham, but whether you believe in channeling or not, it doesn't matter. The message is true. So I hope you don't dismiss this powerful idea based upon the source of it. And what I'd like to do right now is kind of give you a flavor of being in the vortex by playing a video. And this is the voice of Esther Hicks from one of her recent workshops. And I'm going to play about 3.5 minutes of this. And this is a video that I've played many times a day this week. So I hope you enjoy it.
Everything is always working out for me. 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 Things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Things are always working out for me. And since things are always working out for me, and since I know that things are always working out for me, then what other things would I like to define that I would like to be working out for me? Since things are always working out for me, then I want to begin to apply my attention toward the things that I would like to be working out for me. I want to define more clearly what things I want to be working out for me. What things? Not nebulous things, not general things. What specific things would I like to be working out for me? What evidence? What would really ring my bells? What kinds of things would really ring my bells? I would like to have a confidence about me so that when I'm moving through traffic, I feel guided about where to go. I'd like to have good timing. I would like to feel that I'm riding on a cloud or a magic carpet of momentum. I would like to feel the universal forces working with me. I would like to look into the world and have a sense of who I am. I would like to have a full sense of who I am. I would really like to be so integrated with the fullness of who I am that I'm accepting this world in the fullness of all that it is. So integrated with the fullness of who I am that I'm accepting this world in the fullness of all that it is. All that it is. All that it is. I would like to look into this world and I would like to appreciate the components that have been before, that have led to what is right now. I would like to live in a constant state of appreciation. I would like to be an uplifter. I would like anyone who comes into contact with me to benefit as a result of our being together. I would like to not feel bad when that doesn't happen. I would like to be in a place where I'm not at my best, where I'm not even close to my best, and not beat up on myself for not being at my best, because I know that, like the ocean, I have ebb and flow too. I would like to be completely accepting of myself and of everyone else. And I would like to trust in the law of attraction and the information that it gives to me. I would like to be completely accepting of myself and of everyone else. And I would like to trust in the law of attraction and the information that it gives to me.
So this video is one view, one window, if you will, into this house that is the Vortex, right? And there's thousands and thousands of videos on YouTube and Facebook, and there are probably hundreds of groups dedicated to the Vortex or other teachings by Esther Hicks, Abraham. And I chose to show you that video because it really gave me a connection to my own power this week that I really, really needed. A couple of friends a week ago on the same day mentioned, oh, I'm listening to Esther Hicks. I'm listening to Vortex videos. And I just thought, I should be doing that right now. And you heard her talk about the law of attraction. It just so happens that the Vortex is based upon the principle of the law of attraction. And the law of attraction it has its roots all the way back to the Bible. The law of attraction is behind all new thought thinking. And it's behind the principles of both unity and religious science, because it's about co-creating. And all of this idea about the Vortex makes greater sense to me when you think of it in this way, that we are more than just our physical bodies. We know that to be true. We are source energy, which is all there is. And that source energy manifests itself first as vibration. So you are a vibratory being in a vibratory field. Therefore, you will attract the things that you are a vibrational match to. When you're vibrating at a low level, you'll attract those things. When you're vibrating at a high frequency, you'll attract those things. You know, there's a saying that says, when you're talking to someone, whether it's on the phone or in person, that 90% of what's communicated is nonverbal. Now, whether you believe that or not, think of it. It's in your tone. Is there love and happiness in your tonality? If there isn't, your words are heard in a completely different way. So that's your vibratory frequency. And when you become a vibrational match to what you want, then the universe conspires to give this or something better to you, and that is getting into the Vortex. Conversely, if you're chronically complaining, which is why we talk about complaint-free world every year here, if you're chronically complaining, habitually vibrating at a lower level, you will draw more of those things to you. Oh my God, did you see what they're doing? Oh my gosh, did you see what they're doing to me? They keep playing that loud music down the street. It's so awful that I'm going to talk to my friends about it every day, even when the loud music isn't playing. I'm going to talk to my friends about it every day, about how awful it is. And I get more of it. I get more of the loud music. I'm just tuning in and just listening for that, waiting for that awfulness to happen. And that's where my vibration is. My vibration is going downhill. But when my vibration is going uphill, I talk about ideas and possibilities and my deepest desires. And I start attracting, as Esther Hicks says, these people, places, and things into my energetic field, into energetic relationship with me, into my vortex, into the vortex of all of us. So are your thoughts taking you closer or further away from the vortex? That's one guiding question. Are the things and the people that you put in your orbit taking you further into the vortex, raising your vibration or lowering it? And how do you know? I think you know when you're happy, when thinking about these things make you happy. So think about things that are fun. Think about things that are interesting. Think about things that make your soul sing. Think about anything that puts you in the zone. And when you do that, you're moving into the vortex of your understanding. And when you do that, the universe will give you greater opportunities to attract that or something better. So how else can we get into the vortex? Imagine a ladder of emotions. And on the bottom of this ladder is maybe despair, and then there's fear and anger and worry and frustration. But above that, there's hope, and then there's laughter, and then there's passion, then there's appreciation of all things, then there's joy, then there's bliss, right? So Esther Hicks says, when you're in one of those blah, lower vibrational emotions, your job is not to just jump to the top. Maybe that's really difficult. Your job is just to feel the next higher feeling, the next higher emotion. So if you're in fear, maybe find some way to get to hope. And once you've gotten to hope, maybe find some way to get into laughter. And maybe some way to get into appreciation. And that's why people say that this gratitude list, daily habits of building gratitude lists, are so important, because they put us higher in this vibratory frequency. A little bit about this emotional ladder. For me, I was in a state of overwhelm, thinking about my job interviews that happened over the last 2 weeks. And I was sinking down the ladder one night, and I was in worry and I was in fear. And then I remembered that everything is always working out for me, like the video said. And I began to listen to the video every day, every day, every day, and it helped me move higher on this ladder to hope, just with the first few bars of music, just with the first few iterations of everything is always working out for me. Even if it isn't always working out for me, it's an expression, it's an affirmation, it's a desire. So I began to appreciate the opportunity that I had the opportunity to have a job interview. And I realized that I had nothing to lose. So I began to change my mind. How else can we get into the vortex? 2 ways. You can ask and you can intend. And maybe those are mixed into one. I'll give you an example. Esther Hicks says, with every thought, every question, every intention, you are sending out rockets of desire out into the vibratory field. It's like you're sending these searchers out, right? These signals out that say, I want this. I want this. And they can also say, I don't want that. I don't want that. And the universe, with the clarity of your intention and your question, when you ask and you intend, the universe will respond. So try this on. When you wake up in the morning, instead of worrying about the day, instead of thinking, wouldn't it be awful if, or isn't it, oh, I'm dreading this, think about these statements. Wouldn't it be nice if, okay? Wouldn't it be nice if I had all the energy I needed today? Wouldn't it be nice if I felt awesome today? Wouldn't it be nice if I had beautiful interactions with everyone in my orbit today? Wouldn't it be nice if something surprising happened today? Wouldn't it be nice if everything flowed smoothly and a new opportunity came my way today that I wasn't expecting? Wouldn't it be nice if I got some unexpected income? or found something on discount today, right? And so, can you feel the vibration of that feeling? I can feel it now. Wouldn't it be nice if? And that's just say that's opening up yourself to the possibility. You're not saying this is going to happen because part of you may not believe it, but instead you're saying, wouldn't it be nice if? And you're creating the open space for the possibility of this to happen. And from that space, you're climbing up the emotional ladder and you're getting into the vortex. And something important, you should ask, when you ask from the vibration of having it. Instead of, let's see, I'm so lonely, I don't have a life partner, it just sucks. I'm never going to find the right life partner. So I want a life partner, right? How about asking this instead? I am open to invite the right partner that is lucky enough to be with me, to be my full life partner in every aspect. I'm open and receptive. I'm sleeping on one side of the bed to make room for that life partner on the other side because I know they're coming, right? So instead of everything always goes wrong for me, it's this mentality of the video. Everything is always working out for me. What's one more way to get into the vortex? For those of you who have seen some of Esther Hicks's workshops, she often begins with these words, and it's almost Yoda sounding. She says, you are knowing what you are wanting. And then there's this silence because some people giggle like, well, yes, maybe, and well, I'm not sure. That's a very important question. You are knowing what you are wanting, or are you knowing what you are wanting? Because if you don't know what you want, then other things will just fill in the gap. The television set, the vibration of the television set will set your vibration and will set your wanting, right? The past will make decisions for you. Your amygdala, the part of the brain that is the fight and flight part, is just dying to jump in and make decisions. I don't want this because I'm scared of that. I don't want this because I'm scared of embarrassment. I don't want this because I'm scared, fearful for whatever is going to come. And that's the amygdala thinking from fear. So ask from this space of what your heart is wanting, the heart that doesn't know fear. So finally, I will say about the vortex that the interesting thing about the vortex, which goes in line with the law of attraction, is when you start sending out these signals that you want something. Esther Hicks says that something interesting happens. Some yucky stuff will appear. And she calls that contrast. And she says that the contrast is helpful because it helps clarify what you don't want so you know what you do want more clearly. For example, you see, I am job hunting. I want a job. And some job opportunities came to me very quickly. And I woke up in the middle of the night realizing that I was anxious about getting the job. And I had to look at that. It was beyond the normal anxiousness. And I said, what's that all about? And I realized that the job opportunity didn't fit what I wanted in about 7 different ways. It was just amazing how it fulfilled maybe some ego components and some components checking off the box, but it didn't fulfill my heart's desire in about 7 different ways. So that is contrast. I was asking for a wonderful, beautiful job with awesome people, and what appeared to me was something that was less than that. So the universe said, okay, do you really want a wonderful, awesome job, David? Because I'm going to show you this opportunity and this opportunity that don't look like that. So tonight, I'm pulling my candidacy from this position, which I've had 5 interviews for. because my heart doesn't want it. And I'm trusting that the universe, when I say yes to my vision, will provide something so much better, something so much better. And I'm so grateful that the teachings of Esther Hicks came to me this week to reinforce my thinking here. So once again, this yucky stuff, when it shows up in the world, all this yucky stuff is useful to you. It's contrast. Saying no to that will help you say yes and define clarity about other things. So for instance, if you decide, okay, I'm going to eat healthier, what happens? The most awesome chocolate cake in the world shows up and says, are you sure you want to eat healthier? So your job is to say no to the chocolate cake, and that's contrast, and say yes to health and all the benefits that come with that. You want the nicest boyfriend in the world? Guess what appears? A bad boyfriend. That's contrast. So you say no to the bad boys so you can say yes to what you really want, the nice boyfriend, right? So saying yes and saying no, that's exercising and getting your way further into the vortex, knowing that those yucky contrast things can be your friend. They are your allies. They are your teachers. So this is getting into the vortex. And Esther Hicks calls this the energy that creates worlds, because it really does align with all of the principles of what we believe. You are the most powerful creator in your world. So get clear about what you are wanting. Reach for the highest emotion, maybe the next higher up one on the ladder when you're feeling a little down. And become a vibrational match with what you seek. That is the vortex. Let's pray. I'm so grateful, knowing that I am pure source energy, knowing that all I have to do is ask, and that the universe will respond. And when I'm in doubt, I know I can just think of the next higher emotion. I can think of hope. I can think of appreciation. I can think of joy. I can think of love. And I know that my deepest desires, wishes, dreams are within reach, because everything is always working out for me. And as I move higher into this vortex of creation, I become a place of divinity expressed. I draw those people, places, and things to me. And I spread this energy to those around me, making this world a better place for everyone. And so it is. Just feeling your shoulders relax. Letting any tension just leave your body and just melt down your back. As you breathe. And let's imagine ourselves surrounded by the gentle twilight of a setting sun. Imagining the sounds of nature and the rustling of the leaves on the trees. A gentle breeze blowing. Inhaling again, And with the exhale, say to yourself, I feel myself letting go. I feel myself letting go. There's nothing to do right now but witness the magnificent oneness of everything. I feel myself letting go. Because I know that Spirit will guide me. I know that everything has always worked out for me. In this letting go, I'm more aware and more appreciative of everything in my life. I'm aware of the blessings. I'm aware of the miracles. I'm aware of the miracle that I am. In this letting go, I'm feeling a sense of oneness with nature and all of its creations. I notice the harmony of all the creatures of the planet. I notice the harmony of the stars and the moon as it comes into its fullness tonight. And as I breathe into this space, I realize I'm exactly where I need to be right now. And I'm right on time. I'm right on time. I see the resolution of all things. I see opportunities where there were only problems. I marvel at my own spiritual growth, which I know is happening every day. And I observe my own magnificence. And I observe the peace in me. I observe the peace on the planet. That's my vision. And let's feel unity with this awesomeness of creation as we go. Into the silent reflection, letting the music surround us.